Welcome back. This is video number 3. We are creating linear functions. We're on the same worksheet. So we talked about the proper ingredients for a linear function. Slope-intercept, probably one of the easiest ones. And that's where we're given m and b. We just drop it into the formula, y equals mx plus b. Easy breezy lemon squeezy. Next level was, oh shoot, they don't give me m and b, they give me m and point. That's where I use a different formula, that point slope formula. Next, we turn this worksheet over and wowzers. Create an equation of a line in slope-intercept form when given 2 random points. And you're like, nice. That's not helpful at all. I feel you. I definitely understand it. Yep, this one's going to take a little bit more expertise, you can say. So let's review again what we need when forming a line. Y equals mx plus b. I need m and I need b. If I have m and I have b, I can create a line. So we're going to have to find one of these ingredients because we don't have any ingredient right now. I need m and b. Nothing up here says m or slope. Nothing up here says b or y-intercept. We are literally given no ingredients to create the line. You're like, great, I'm going to need to go shopping at Stater Bros. Basically, we need to go shopping. We need to find some ingredients because we have nothing. We have diddly squatola right now. So the first step is to find one of the ingredients. So step number 1, we are going to find the slope. Remember, slope is m. So we're going to find this ingredient of our formula right now. Now that formula can be written a couple ways. The version of the formula that I like best is this one. Miss Miller, but there's another formula. Do I have to memorize it? Nope. It's right on that poster right there. If you don't believe me, let's turn this ever so slightly. Look at that lovely poster. I got the 2 points, how to label them. I have the slope formula. This is the other way you can write that formula. I prefer my way, just FYI. There's my point slope formula and my slope intercept formula. And it's color coordinated, so it all goes together. So there's no excuses, and that stays up for tests and quizzes too. I have what we call working walls, because the walls work for you, which is the best. Okay, so I'm gonna have to try to turn this ever so lovely. Okay, here we go. So, find slope. We know the formula's there, no hidden secret, it's right up on my wall. I'm gonna label my points though. Your XY. Oh no, but your XY. Well, what the heck? How do I distinguish who's X and who's the other X? You're like, that's weird. So I call the first point I see XY1, and I call the second point I see XY2, okay? Now we're going to use this formula to find our first ingredient. So we take a number, we subtract a number, we take a number, and we subtract a number. Our job is going to be fill this in with the proper ingredients. So the first slot, we're going to put in Y1. So I'm going to go up here and look for Y1. It's 12. I'm going to drop that right in there. Next spot over is Y2. I'm going to go up and look at who Y2 is. That would be Mr. 8. Downstairs here in the denominator, we have X1. That would be 4. And then we have X2, and that's going to be 2. And now we just do some math. 12 take away 8 on the top is 4. 4 take away 2 on the bottom is 2. Now we got a little math fact we got to tackle. 4 divided by 2 is correct. It's 2. Hey, look at us. We just found one of our ingredients. We know m is 2. Nice. Congrats to us. We're halfway done. Second step. First step is always find the slope. The second step is to create that line. Basically, we're going to be finding b right now. Now, let's really see what we have, or y-intercept. We have a slope, and we have a point. Wait a minute, what'd she say? We have a slope, and we have a point. We have a point and a slope. Oh, shenanigans. We're gonna go to this point slope formula and use it, because we do have a slope, and we do have not just 1 point, but 2. Miss Miller, which one should I pick? Which one should I use to do the math? You can pick whichever one you want. I picked the one that has the least amount of negatives and the smallest numbers possible, and no fractions if we can avoid them. So I'm going to pick 2/8 to use myself, and I'm going to use that slope. So we're going to drop in the proper ingredients. M, we're going to use M as 2, and we're choosing to use the 0.28. We don't use both. You pick either the first point or the second point. So we know this is our X and our Y. So we're going to drop in the 2, we're going to drop in the X, and we're going to drop in the Y. Just like we did on the previous page. Just doing some math. And now, we wrote the formula down, we plugged in the proper ingredients. Well, Miss Miller, what if I do use that point over there? You'll get the same answer. I know it's crazy, but math is pretty awesome that way. We're going to distribute. We're going to write down this side, and then we're going to add 8. Because we got to get Mr. Y guy alone. Our answer is going to be 2x plus 4. 2x plus 4. Y equals 2x plus 4. That is the linear function. There's our slope, because we found it earlier. And then we just found our b, our y-intercept. Beautiful. Look at us. Now, some of you are still, you can't get over the fact that, well, what about that point? Are you sure that one's going to give you that same answer? Yep. I'm going to show you. 4, 12, 4, 12, there's a 12 now. Now we have 2x minus 8. Still got to get Mr. Y guy alone. And there's that same answer. I never even erased it. Y equals 2x. 12 take away 8 is 4. So again, it really doesn't matter which point you use. Use the one that's smallest. Or use the one that you just prefer to use. I mean, you can't go wrong, to be honest. Let's try another one. So I'm given 2 random points. I need to find the slope. And then I need to use the point slope formula. Cool, let's find the slope. First step, find slope. I like to label my XY. You're the first point I see. You're my XY shenanigans. You're the second point I see. By the way, you could pause this video and try this question yourself. Might as well, right? I'm going to write the version of the formula that I like, which is not the one that I have up on the wall. It's a subtly different. The one on the wall, the Y's are on the top and the X's are downstairs, but it's 2, 1, and then 2, 1. I prefer 1, 2, 1, 2. Doesn't matter which one you use. Pick the one that you like the best. But I do have one of the versions up on the wall. We're going to plug in our proper ingredients where they go. First is Y1. That's 3. Next is Y2. That's 2. Next is X1. That's negative 6. Next is X2. That's minus 4. Oh, be careful. I see something where kids get caught all the time. We got a double negative. I make a little happy face guy so we can't forget. 3 take away 2 on the top is 1. And negative 6 plus 4 is negative 2. Now, I like the negative right in front of the fraction. It's a personal choice. You want to put the negative with the 2, you go. You do it. If you want to put the negative with the 1, no one's going to stop you. I just like it right in front of the vinculum, aka the fraction bar line. It's just a personal choice. You do what you want, okay? So we know our slope now. We know our slope is negative 1/2. Our second step, we got to find that y-intercept, that b value. Now we're going to use the point slope formula again because we have points and a slope. We have points and a slope, which tells me this is the proper recipe for a line to use. Cool. Now which point? Doesn't matter. You can pick the first one every single time if you want. I'm going to pick the second one. The numbers just happen to be smaller. For no other reason, smaller numbers for me are just better. So I'm going to use point negative 4, 2. That's the information I'm now going to input into this lovely formula. So I know the y value is 2. I know the m value is negative 1/2. And then I know it's x, minus the minus 4. Ooh, Yeah, be cautious on that minus minus, right? We don't want to get that wrong. So I like to circle it, change it to a plus. So we have y minus 2 equals negative half times x. Now be careful here, it's negative times a positive, which is a negative, and half of 4 is 2. And now we know Mr. Y guy needs to be alone. Cool. Negative 1/2 x, that's strange, plus 0. We got a plus 0, friends. 2 take away 2 is plus 0. Miss Miller, could I just write it like that? You could, 100%. You could definitely write it like that. Or you could put the plus 0. No teacher could mark it wrong because both are incredibly accurate. It looks like Halloween colors right there. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, you can put the 0 or not. It's a personal decision. So I'm going to stop the video here. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for stopping by and learning with me. Bye.